Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics, and today's modern classic is a very recognisable car from the 1990s, and of course it is a VW Golf. Now this one's a Mark III and it is a driver. Now it's got a nice specification beyond just being a driver, and I'm going to run through what some of those extra features are. But firstly, just a little bit of information about the driver model itself. Now this one is especially nice because it's only covered 33,000 miles since being new. It's just been owned by the one family, even though the logbook does show two previous owners, so the family has had their value for money from the car. What's so nice about the driver is when the driver model was introduced, it was looking to give you this styling of the very popular Golf GTI without the huge insurance premiums. So the styling of the GTI includes things like, for example, this little spoiler at the top of the rear screen. We've got smoked rear tail lights. This particular driver has got colour-coded bumpers front and rear, not just black bumpers with a red trim through them. Colorado 15-inch alloy wheels, which are in excellent condition. Obviously, they are the originals. When I say excellent condition, we have got some minor curbing to them, but certainly not in need of refurbishment. Colour-coded bumper at the front, so it does have that sort of GTI look, but without the insurance premium. Now, the interior is also very sporty, as was the GTI this era, and the driver model is rather smart in that, if you can see these seats, now having only covered 33,000 miles, they are among the best seats I've seen in a Golf Mark III. They really have worn brilliantly well. You'll notice that this one is an automatic. It does have power steering. It does have a factory electric sunroof, which was quite an expensive feature. It's a 1.8 petrol engine. Now they create 90 brake horsepower, and they certainly don't hang around. Suits this automatic gearbox very well, the larger engine for a Golf. And you can see that these rear seats really don't look to have had any action. They don't look like they've been used. Remarkable condition, and you'll see they are VW genuine mats. We've got some nice basic features like windy windows, no window regulators to replace, a distinct lack of warning lights compared to a modern car, even though it does have a few. Nice little features like the dealer would have fitted this radio cassette from Sony, and that's in lovely condition. And there's our just over 33,000 miles, which is remarkable for a 1995 car. Now that means all the steering wheel still feels really good. All the plastics in this car are excellent. A lovely clean headlining with that sunroof. And being tornado red, it really does stand out in a crowd. So a great contrast to this very dark charcoal interior, black I guess. And then of course the contrasting red, bright red bodywork. And even down here on the threshold strip, we've got driver. Now, we'll walk around the car together because the car, due to its age, does have one or two areas of bodywork that I would like to point out. Now, I've got to say, because the car looks so good in its original paint, it's been uninterfered with. It hasn't been souped up like a lot of Golfs from this era were. It probably does make sense to try and keep it as standard as possible. There's nice little features like we've still got the supplying dealer sticker in the window. We've got the VW number plates there. Let's have a look around the front and see if the front number plate has survived from the dealer. Yes, it has. It's Northgate, Bury St Edmunds. And just generally, the car really presents very, very nicely. And with VW's ever rising in value, it seems, Mark 1's incredibly difficult to find a good rot-free one that's not costing a fortune. The same thing has now happened to Mark IIs. I think we can guess which one's in line for future value spikes. And if you can find a good one like this, I think you have got yourself probably a wise investment for the future, because people love their Golfs. Now, the last MOT, I think it mentioned a windscreen wiper as an advisory, but other than that, nothing else. It's got an excellent MOT history. There's no signs of, there's no mention of any corrosion or anything nasty from previous MOTs. And obviously, with just 33,000 miles, one can only assume it has had light duties, certainly looking at the condition of the car. Now, I promised you that walk around. Now, the car itself was driven here from a long distance in Wales, so that's a good sign. We're in Hampshire, and I'm going to start with the front. So if I get up close here, actually a sort of distinct lack of stone chips on the front, a couple on the bumper, which you would imagine, but otherwise that's all very bright, good headlamps, not cloudy, all in good condition. Back in those days, they was actually still fitting glass, I think, so that looks pretty good. Front wing down here, I do have the formation of a bit of a bubble there, but it's nothing that's drastic. This front door, they do tend to go around the door handle, and this has got a little bubble here, but again, it hasn't actually broken through the paint, but it's there. The rest of this door looks very good, as does the whole of the roof, as you would expect. Looking down onto this here, we've got a little bit of a reaction with paint around that handle. Rear wing in very nice order. You wouldn't expect to see any rust in the back bumper because it's plastic. This tailgate is all looking very nice. Particularly clean inside here, and it's nice to see that there's a rear parcel shelf, no holes for any large speakers, and this is looking particularly nice. There's its space saver wheel and tools in the back. Very nice in the boot. As I go around to this corner, this rear wing is looking fine. Right through, those arches are good. No issues with the doors this side. All looking very nice. Some curbing to the front wheel as we described. This front wing is in good order. So bar the real couple of little bubbles that I showed you, the bodywork is super sound. So just to recap, a 1995 Golf driver, 1.8 petrol, a 90 brake horsepower engine, a 4-speed auto gearbox. It drives super smooth, and I can honestly say, having been driving it today, it has a certain freshness to it. It even has a bit of that new car smell, because incredibly, after all those years, I guess only doing 33,000 miles, it's only seen light duties. I'd like to think this car has probably got quite a lot of life left in it. It does look really good. It presents really well. It is in fabulous condition. I think it will prove a good future investment. Over and above it being a driver model, we do have factory fitted electric sunroof. We've got central locking. Obviously the automatic gearbox would have been an option. It's got green tinted glass, and that is heat insulating glass fitted in these Golfs, and it does look super smart. But most importantly, you turn the key, it jumps into life. It drives super smooth with no issues whatsoever. It does have that factory fitted Sony radio cassette, which is very 90s. It suits the car down to a T. Just having a quick look at my notes just to see if I need to add anything else. Hopefully I may have mentioned that it does have power steering as well, where sort of some cars didn't. It does have its full set of dealer manuals and all the brochures that would have come with this car when it was new. That includes its fully stamped up service book right up to 32,000 miles, and it's actually got 33,000 miles on it, and it has MOT through to April 2023. I've mentioned it's just been in the one family since it's been new, and clearly it has been very well looked after. Well, folks, I can't think of a great deal else to tell you about this lovely little Golf, other than the fact that I think if you were to come and see it, like I'm looking at it now, you would be very impressed with its condition. It does drive especially well. We offer a full UK delivery service at a very competitive price. We have our own workshops here on site down in Overton in Hampshire. So we check all the cars over thoroughly before they leave us or get via transport truck, or they get collected. So you can be rest assured that the car will arrive to you in good fettle. All you need to do is jump in and drive it. I think you'll be very impressed with this one because it really has, well, they use that term time warp condition. I mean, it's not quite like a brand new car, but it has got a certain freshness to it. Certainly inside, it's just, well, it's been very, very well kept. It comes with 2 keys, all its paperwork, and she is ready to go. Well, folks, that's just coming up to 11 minutes worth of conversation on this lovely little Golf Driver 1.8 from 1995, just 33,000 miles, and she is in stock today. Well, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics signing out. Thank you for watching today's video.